I've had this app idea sitting in my notes for months. You paste in your resume, you paste in the job post, pick a length, and then you get back a cover letter that actually sounds like a person wrote it so that you can stand out for your recruiters and have a better chance of landing that interview. And this is the finished thing that we will build today. And I'm going to show you how to build it within just a few minutes with two very different techniques. One is a back and forth iteration with an agent that asks you questions and then builds it based on the answer of those questions. And for the other approach, we will try to one-shot prompt everything. And this is where we will end up. Two versions of the very same app. One came out of a single prompt and the other took a lot of back and forth. Guess which is which? I'll tell you at the end, along with which one I would actually put my name on it. I bet you'll be surprised. Before we start building, let's first take a step back. Here is why I actually want to build this. Tailoring a cover letter to a specific job should only take like 5 minutes or so. For me, it was usually 45 minutes or more because I kept rewriting the same cover letter and I was trying to match it to the job post perfectly without it sounding like someone else wrote it or like AI wrote it. So I want a tool that does exactly that. And I don't just want to build a demo, I actually want to build a fully functioning app that is hosted online with real logins so that you or my friends can open it, log in, and use it to get the most out of it in order to have a better chance of landing their next job application. And beyond just showing you how you can just build and launch it, I will show you where payments plug in here as well. Because if I ever wanted to charge for it and turn this into a whole business, that part is important too. All right, so we will build and host the entire app on Replit because they make this process super easy and produce super high quality apps. This counts for developers or people that have never touched a line of code. It writes the app, sets up the database, handles the logins, and puts it online. You simply describe what you want it to do and it does it for you. Quick note, this video is sponsored by Replit. However, I've been using Replits for over a year now and I only partner with tools I already use. So thank you so much to Replit for the early access. And by the way, if you don't really care of how to build an app for cover letters, stay anyway, because what I'll show you in this video transfers to any app builder or website builder. And that is how to prompt effectively so that it builds exactly what you had in mind instead of something that's almost right, but then ends up breaking anyways. This works for whatever app is sitting in your notes. All right, enough talking, let's get into it. To get started, click on the link down in the description below. This will bring you to Replit, and as you can see here, it's really simple to use with a simple text box to get started. First thing that I recommend is that you create an account or log in if you have one already. I already have one, so I'll click on continue with Google here. And this brings you to the starting screen right here. By the way, these are my different projects, so you can see that I've built a ton of different apps with Replit already. I'm also hosting a bunch of these on Replit, and hosting them over the last month only cost me 4 cents. Here are the different stats in case you're interested. But since I didn't use too many compute units with my apps, hosting them was actually pretty affordable. Now, in case you're wondering on how to get the most out of Replit, I built this entire Replit Prompting Playbook that you can use for free in the description down below. In this, I cover how Replit Agent actually works, the different rules that give you better outputs, and the 2 ways to get started that I will share with you in just a second. One is to start question first, and option B is giving the agent an entire PRD. In case you're wondering how to decide, you can follow this diagram, or you use a mix of both of them. Now, in order to get started, go back to Replit, and this is the main input field where we will tell the agent in order to build a website, a mobile app, a design, slides, animations, or many other things. In our case, we want to build a website, so we'll check this one on, and we will get started with the question first starter. As you can see here, this is something that you can copy for your web app generation, and it's very open-ended, and you would just switch out the last line. The way that this works is it prompts the agent to have an interactive conversation with you to figure out exactly who the app is for, what the core features is that we're trying to build, what data needs need to be stored between sessions so that the agent can figure that out on its own, whether users need accounts or if they can be anonymous, and what you're not trying to build so that the agent doesn't go overboard and gets overwhelmed. In order to use this, simply copy this prompt, go back to Replit and paste that in right here. Toggle on planning mode, and you can also add attachments if you have screenshots, images, or Figma files if you already have a design in mind. From here, I'm simply going to start this agent. It is now thinking about this prompt. It also gave me a few other questions that I've answered here and here in 3 minutes, and then it gave me the entire cover letter generator plan V1. It gives me the different screens that I want. It mentions what data is saved, what the tool is not, and key technical decisions. As we can see here, we can even use Replit's own AI integration because it's the simplest, and it's saying to use optional sign-in via Clerk. I think for that, I actually want to switch to Replit's own authentication. So I will just say that. For authentication, why don't we just use Replit's own authentication portal, and as part of that, allow the user to sign in with their email and a password, as well as with the Gmail authentication. All right, it does recommend Clerk, and we can do that too because I do have a Clerk account too, but I'm going to choose Replit Auth just to see how easy it is to implement. By the way, quick tip, down here in this agent, you can actually select what agent mode you want to go with. If you go with economy, this uses cost optimized models for everyday tasks, and this is usually strong enough for most things. You can also select on a high effort, which costs a little bit more, and it's using Fable 5 for harder tasks. And similarly, you can use power, which uses higher performance models for more complex work. And you can use light if you're on a budget. But now let's check out the plan and then have the agent build this entire web app for us. And at the same time, we will also launch our other agent to see if we can one-shot generate this entire app for us. Here's the plan from the question agent. This is good finish criteria. Out of scope sounds good with me. Here are the different steps and the relevant files. That sounds good, so I'm just gonna click on Start Building. And we can now see that it kicked off this task for us. As a quick check, this is our current cover letter bot. And if you break out multiple different features, you can see which ones the agent is working on, which ones are ready for review, and which ones are done. This is super cool if you're working on multiple features at the same time, or if you have an entire team working on this. What I actually wanted to show you though is that I used 50 cents in order to generate the plan that is now implementing in the backend to build this entire web app for me. We will circle back at the end to see exactly how much it cost us in credits to build both of the different versions that we will generate. And speaking of which, while the other agent is working, let me now initiate the one-shot prompt in order for us to compare the two apps and the quality between them at the end. As a reminder, for prompt 2, this is a one-shot PRD, and as you can see, this one is way more extensive. It has the target audience, the core flow, the AI generation, the system prompt, as well as what happens after the generation, the accounts and limits, guardrails, design, and what not to include. We can simply copy this, and as a reminder, you can try the same prompt below to see if you get similar results and paste it into Replit. This time we will not enable planning mode because the prompt is already extensive. However, we will turn on the website and we can simply start the agent. And we can now see both of the agents working in tandem. This is the first agent we kicked off, and this is the second agent.
A few moments later.
All right, our two versions are ready to go. Let's review them. Here's the first version that took a bit of back and forth with the agent in order to generate it. And here's the one that we one-shot prompted. We can see that the design is very similar. Here's the paste of the resume and CV, and here's the job description. And one thing to emphasize, as well as the target length and a generate letter button right there. I like the design. It's very clean and it seems very simple to use. The first version has a very similar layout. It has the resume paste here, the opportunity here, as well as the tone and the length and the generate draft. I do like the design of version 2 better with the rounded corners. However, I don't like that you need to scroll in order to get here. So I think this one got that one better. In terms of colors, both work, and it even came up with a logo for me. Now let's compare the prices it took to build all of this. And you can see that by clicking on the agent task here, and we can see that it took 12 minutes and $2.67. And for the one-shot prompt, it worked for 13 minutes and took $3.69. So they're both very comparable. And this one even gives us a recommendation of where we can host it so that we can host it directly on Replit app so that it's available right away for users to use. But before I show you how to publish it and test it out with a user login, let's first test them to see how they compare against each other. To test it out on a real job application, I found multiple jobs on LinkedIn. And if you click on any of them and click on apply, you can see here on the job portal, they're asking you for a resume as well as your cover letter. In order to impress the hiring manager, we can now simply copy this entire section and go back to our tool. We can paste this into the opportunity right here and do the same for our second version. Now we can paste our background, and for this one, we can upload the PDF or paste the information here. We can copy this resume example and paste that in right here. And then we're gonna leave this blank for now, and we will keep the target length to 325 words. Let's click on generate letter, and let's also try that with this one. For length, we'll keep this on medium, we will keep this on conversational, and generate draft. All right, with this one, we already see that there's an issue. We are able to fix this, but this only gave us 25 words instead of 325. So in order to fix this, we can simply tell the agent, I just tested out the app and the design and functionality looks good. However, the generation cut off after 25 words instead of generating 325 words. Please investigate and fix it so that it doesn't just cut off and it builds the entire well-formatted cover letter that is tailored to the job description and the resume that was attached. So hopefully this will fix that. And here is the first generation that actually ended up working out really well. It built a whole page cover letter and it also reads really well. It calls out exactly what they need. It calls out the current experience as well as KPI-driven language that sounds conversational and doesn't sound bloated. It doesn't have any M dashes and sentence length varies. So it doesn't sound like a uniform AI written blog. However, I think it could do a little bit better on the formatting. So let's see what happens when we click on download as PDF. It looks very squished. So maybe let's follow up and say that is great. However, the formatting looks all very generic and it's all just one font size. It should look like a well-formatted cover letter. Please improve that both for the editor as well as for the finished PDF and Word download. And while this is working on this, it looks like the other cover letter found the error. So let's test it out again. We'll use the same resume, the same job description, leave this one blank and hit generate letter. And within 10 seconds, it was able to build me the entire cover letter. And this time it gave me much more information. Luma is scaling multimodal models that require massive infrastructure investment and precise resource deployment. In my current role at Horizon Grid Technologies, I managed the 3-statement forecast for an $85 million revenue technology business where I improved quarterly forecast accuracy from 78 to 94%. This reads really well and is a solid cover letter. Once again, there's no am-dashes, the paragraphs sound good, and it's great formatting, and it's very close to our target length. After making a few small tweaks, let's review the apps that we built. And once we're satisfied with the quality of the outcome, let me show you how we can publish this so that it's available for anyone on the web to use. Here's the first cover letter writer that we built. Let's test it out one more time. Let's paste in an example resume, and it's now prompting us to save this to the profile. We'll check that out in just a second. Here is the job description, and we want the tone to be conversational, the length medium. Hit generate draft. It's now starting with the date, as well as it's extracting exactly who this is for, which in this case is a company called Luma AI. The writing is really on point, and if we were to download this as PDF, we would see this, and we could custom sign here. The formatting looks awesome, and we can not only download it as PDF, but also as a Word document. We would probably add a double layer to this, or maybe just because I'm using Pages and not Google Docs, the formatting is a bit off, but I think this is good enough. If we click on save, it now saves it to our history. And if we click on the history, we can see the history right here. Now all of this is connected to my profile. And let's see if I can log in and log out. This is what it looks like when I'm not logged in. And then when I log in, I can log in with my Google account, and I now have access to my history as well as my profile. And here I could even use a default resume. So let's try that again here. Let's upload the resume and click on save to profile. If we now go to the profile, we can see that the resume is uploaded here, and we can also use our resume right here to upload it as PDF. That also works. Awesome. The history is solid. The draft looks straightforward and easy to use. And overall, I think this is a functional product that is already useful, and we just built it in a few minutes. But let's see how this compares to our one-shot example. This is the second version that we built. It has pretty much the same functionality. On the left-hand side, we have the inputs, the target length, as well as the button to generate the letter. So let's try that out with the same example. This is the resume. This is the job description. Click on generate letter, and we can see the letter generated. We see that it extracts who the letter is for, it custom writes the letter, and it even signs it with our name. We have the ability to copy this to clipboard. We can download it as a PDF, and it's a little bit different formatted. We see that our name here is in bold. We could probably leave that out or add the signature field here. We can download it as a document, and we can even edit it. So if I want to say dear and then convert it to PDF, we now see the dear included here. That is really cool. On top of that, if we can sign in to save, so let's sign in, and we can click on my letters, and we can see that the letter is right here, saved from earlier. This is amazing, isn't it? If we click on profile, we can see a default resume. So let's paste one in here, save resume. And now if we go to generator, now it auto loads our default resume. And we can see that this is the default resume. We can also click on load examples, and we can even save this as the default resume. We're gonna X out of this, and we can use a different length here. And we get the cover letter that is customized for that particular example right there. Honestly, these results are even better than I thought they would be. So I'm actually going to publish one of these so that you can test them out. And after that, I'll talk about how you can turn that into a micro SaaS or a little business that makes you passive income by people using it or subscribing to your tool. To publish this app online, you can either ask the agent to publish it for you here, and then it will give you a message like this where it tells you to publish the app. It also gives you an option of what to name it and what the domain is, as well as who can access your app. Alternatively, you can go over here to tools and you can click on the publishing button right here. After that, you can determine what you want to name it. I'm going to call this cover letter writer, and it's going to be hosted on .replit.app. I'm going to select public. I'm using the production database, and I'm going to leave the enable app monitoring off, but you can turn that on if you want. And we can also run a deep security scan, which I would highly recommend, but we'll skip it now for the purpose of showing you how to do this, and enable the feedback widget at the bottom right corner and turn off the Made with Replit badge. All you need to do now is click on publish, and it's provisioning your app, checking for security issues, building the app, and it finished the rest. And now my website is public at this app. Let's check it out. Boom, we're ready at this app. We see a button with feedback. We can minimize this. We can log in, and it already loaded our profile from the test session, and we can paste new job opportunities here that will appear as cover letters right here. If you want to check what users sign up, you can go over here, and we can see here, this is the test user that I am. And if you have usage tiers, you can update these users right here. This is a perfect switch to talk about how you can collect money with this. You can connect this with Stripe or another payment collector and add leveled tiers to your product. This means, for example, you can gate this to maybe 10 cover letter generations per month, but if a user wants to use more of it, they might need to pay you $5 or $10 a month. This is a great way to de-risk your tool from being overly used so that you have to pay for all the API costs, and a nice way to make some passive income with it. You can also make this your full-time job by bringing tons of users to this tool or charging more money for it. That one is up to you. Either way, to do that, simply go to your board and tell it to, and you can do it with a simple prompt like this: add Stripe payments to this and add a pro tier that gives a user 100 cover letter generations per month. And once you send this off, it will take care of the rest. Either way, I might actually tweak this a little bit and finish it off and publish it on my own domain. And in order to do that, you can simply click on domains. Either you connect it to your own domain, or you can buy a new domain right here for as low as $13. And if you have a very obscure domain, let's call it cover letter writer app that helps you write good coverletters.com. So we can see that for some .com domains, we have to pay as little as $11.50. And you can check out a bunch of different domains that they have available. I will publish this domain and leave it down in the description below so that you can actually use this for free in order to generate a few cover letters, and feel free to give me feedback on what I could have improved in the user experience or the design, or if you find any bugs. Either way, I hope it helps you write better cover letters. All right, let me share one more thing with you that is probably on your mind, and that is the question, how much does all of this cost? If I go back to my menu and click on usage, we can see that I spent a total of $13.51. We can see that out of that, only 20 cents was for project hosting, and the remaining one was for the AI credits that I used. If you break it down by project, the cover letter bot, which is the first one that we built, was $6.25, and the cover letter writer cost us $7.08 to build. However, all of this is within the Replit plan that I've already been paying for and that I already use month to month. So for me, this didn't cost me any additional money on top of that. To get started with the Replit plan, that is free, so click on the link down in the description, and this lets you explore it first. But then if you use the Replit Core or the Replit Pro accounts that I have, this comes with $20 of monthly credits or $100 worth of monthly credits, and you can add more projects, you can invite collaborators, you can work in parallel, and you can have unlimited workspaces. And as you can see here, I have quite a lot of workspaces that are up and running. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what you think of Replit, as well as the cover letter generator that we built. And I definitely want to know which of the two cover letters you like better: the one that we generated with the back and forth prompting, or the one that we generated with just one prompt. I'll leave a poll in the description below so that you can vote on that as well. Use the link in the description in order to get access to Replit, as well as the free prompt guide that accompanies this video. I have another video where I showcase even more features of Replit. You will probably like that right here. If you like the video, and I'm actually working on another video on how to build apps with AI. So if you subscribed, I'll see you in the next one.